The goal is not for them to have to pay for 2-3 months before they see it. We really want them to ROI before we send the first invoice. E-commerce converts around 2%, and I'm like, that means 98 people raised their hand, came to the site and left without buying. You're talking about getting more traffic. I want 2 more or 3 more of those 98 that left, and I doubled your business without changing your ad spend. And so that's always been my theory of you don't really have a traffic problem, you have a conversion problem. The first 2 weeks, we can do some of the things that we know are just broken. We'll do an audit of the site as well and find broken links, things that just don't work properly. So we're changing stuff as quickly as we can.
My process when a new client comes on board is, first and foremost, I want to do a heuristic analysis of the store. I go through every page, starting from the checkout all the way to the homepage, and writing down every potential issue that I think the store has.
We start to the checkout first because that's where the money is. It's the quickest way to get a win, quickest way to increase the zeros in the bank account.
When you look at your website all day, every day, you stop noticing things. And there's nothing that you can do about it because that's the way the brain works. And as soon as they point it out, it's like, oh yeah, I just didn't even notice that.
From that initial round of best practice, I've seen from 5 to 15 to 20% lifts on a store, just depending on how broken the store is, really.
We create what's called a home base document. We've actually broken it down between mobile and desktop, and then the different areas of the site, and we write down all of the areas or opportunities that we think that we can improve.
And after we make sure that the data tracking is accurate, we start with the deeper customer research stuff like post-purchase surveys, reviews, customer service inquiries, FAQs, then user testing, the whole session recordings, and from there we find the biggest leaks on the website, we hypothesize solutions, and then we start testing over and over.
And then once we go over that with the site owner, get a deeper perspective from them too, it's a collaboration. We then create a priorities list of what we think will move the needle or what we consider to be low-hanging fruit.
One of the things that will pay for the invoice right out the gate before the end of month 1 is implementing upsells in the first week. And it essentially pays for all the work we're doing right out of the gate before the end of month 1.
So we just started with the brand. On the first 30 days and 2 or 3 sends, we had done $180,000 in revenue through their SMS list. That's 5.5 times our monthly fee that they covered in revenue in the first 3 weeks.
Another one was ants and belts. We found through the post-purchase survey that people wanted to mix. We installed an option code for them to mix widths in the same box, roughly $250K extra a year just from that. Another one was a 6th item that we offered in the box. That was another $280K extra a year. Then we increased the prices. We tested price increase on particular items in the box. That was another $300K extra a year, money out of thin air that would not have been there had we not run this survey.
The goal is not for them to have to pay for 2-3 months before they see it. We really want them to ROI before we send the first invoice. Once we're through that initial, probably a 6 to 8 week period, all the data's clean, we're collecting it, we put in a lot of the best practices. Now this is when the data really kicks in, and every decision week by week is made based off of what's happening on the site. The way I always say it is, think about your truck and you just went 4-wheeling with it, and so it's dirty, the windows are covered. That first 8 weeks is essentially getting the mud out of the tires so that they're not out of balance, washing the windshield so you can see where you're going. Now the vehicle is in driving ready, and we can actually choose where we're going and pick the path that we think is going to get us to the result that we want.